We've already covered concepts on cloud computing, how Alexa works, to the different types of cloud service models like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. But here's the big question everyone's asking. Where can I actually practice all this hands-on? And let's be honest, wouldn't it be amazing if that playground was absolutely free? Well, guess what? It exists! And it's perfect for anyone preparing for the Google Cloud Platform Associate Cloud Engineer certification. So make sure you watch this video till the end because I'll show you exactly how to create your own free Google Cloud Platform account step by step. Before we jump into creating your free tier Google Cloud Platform account, let's quickly talk about the prerequisites. First, you'll need a Gmail account. That's your entry ticket to access Google Cloud. Second, you'll need a payment method like a debit card or credit card. But here's the good news. Google won't charge you a single rupee without your permission, so don't stress. It's 100% safe and you'll still get access to the free credits to start your cloud journey. Once you've logged in with your Gmail account, just head over to Google and type GCP Free Tier account. Then click on the first link that pops up. That'll take you straight to the Google Cloud Platform free trial page. Now look here. Google is giving you $300 of free credits. You can use this to learn Google Cloud, practice for certifications, or even build your own prototype completely free. And here's the best part. Signing up for the free trial does not mean you'll get charged later. You'll only be billed if you manually upgrade from the free tier to a paid plan, so it's totally safe. Scroll down a bit and you'll see a list of all the products available in the free tier. Things like Compute Engine, Cloud Storage, BigQuery, and many more. But hey, don't get intimidated by all these names yet. We'll explore each one in upcoming videos. Quick trivia for you. Can you guess how many products and services are part of Google Cloud Platform as of October 2025? Think about it. Drop your answer in the comments below. And now, on the top right corner, just click Start Free to begin your journey into the cloud. Okay, so we are now at step 1, account confirmation for your Google Cloud free tier setup. You'll be asked to choose your country. In my case, it's India. You'll again see a note about that $300 free credit and the reassurance that Google won't charge you automatically as long as you stay within the free tier. So relax, explore, and learn GCP without stress. Click Agree and Continue and move to the next step. Here you'll fill in your basic contact information and payment method. Let's quickly enter the details and hit Save. For the payment, you can use net banking, credit card, debit card, or even UPI. I am choosing credit card, so let's add that. Click Save Card and then hit Start Free. Now Google will verify your card. It will ask for the CVV again and redirect you to your bank's website to complete the verification via OTP. Once that's done, you have access to Google Cloud free tier for the next 90 days, absolutely free. You might see a small survey pop up from Google, totally optional. You can either skip it or take a few seconds to answer it if you'd like. I'm just gonna fill it in, honestly not sure why, but let's go ahead and click Done to move forward. You might see a pop-up saying, Now viewing project my first project. This is the default project Google creates for every new free tier account where you can start experimenting with different services. Of course, you can create multiple projects later with meaningful names depending on what you're building, but this default one is your starting point. It says, Welcome technical chapter, you're in a free trial. You'll also notice a nice little donut chart showing your credits, how much is used and how much is left. Right now, it shows 0 out of 26,615 credits used, meaning we are completely fresh. Since I'm from India, let's see what 300 USD equals in INR. Just Google 300 USD to INR, it's roughly the same amount Google is showing in credits. Now see this button that says Activate Full Account? Do not click this. I repeat, do not click this button anytime in your 90-day free trial. Our goal is simple. Learn GCP, explore services, and prepare for the GCP ACE certification using only the $300 free credit. You'll also see your trial status on the top, how many credits are left and how many days remain. Just click Dismiss, never activate. Mine says the trial expires on January 3rd, 2026, so that's our target date to prepare, practice, and ace the certification before the free trial ends. I don't want to go much into this console today, but one thing we should not miss. As I said, you won't be automatically charged for using cloud services inside the free tier, but there is a chance that you left any of the services running by mistake and it can exhaust all your free credits. So to avoid that mistake, it'll be a good idea to set up some budget alerts so you are aware of how much you are spending. You see that link, Set up Budget Alerts, right in the middle of the screen? Click here, and this will take you to the Billing to Budgets and Alerts page. Then click on Create Budget, and here you can set up all the budget alert details. Set the budget name as you like. Set the frequency like monthly, quarterly, yearly, or even custom dates. You can create budgets for each of the projects as well. Currently, we have only one project. That's the default project which GCP created for us, my first project. Next, you can choose all the different services. That means the budget is set on all the 1798 services inside this project. Or, if you're particular about setting a budget for a specific product or service, you can do that too. For instance, if you'd like to set a budget only for the BigQuery products, you can search BigQuery and it will give you all the different BigQuery services inside this project. You can see it has filtered out 7 BigQuery services for you. Let's see another product, Firestore. Search Firestore, you can see one service as Firestore. Another product, let's see Vision AI. Search for Vision AI and you will see all the related products and services. Alright, I hope you got the idea. You can choose all the products and services in one go while setting up the budget alert, or you can fine-tune it to specific services you are keenly looking to monitor. Let's keep everything else as default. Click Next. Here it will ask you to set the amount. Let's put down 1000 INR. Click Next. Now GCP has already set 3 threshold values for you based on the amount you entered in the previous step. First is at 50%, that means when your project has consumed 50% of the allocated budget, that is rupees 500. Next is 90% and the last is 100% when you have exhausted the whole amount. Also, there are trigger options. The first one is based on actual consumption and the other is forecasted amount. You can also easily change the percent of thresholds. For instance, if you don't like 50% as the first trigger, you can change it to 10% as well, and you'll see the amount in the second column changing automatically. It's not mandatory for you to use all the 3 threshold values. You can delete and just keep one, or you can create more threshold triggers purely based on your need. Let's say I make it 90% of the total amount, and then I add one more for 100% of the total amount. After you're done here, you'll see the checkbox is checked by default for Manage Notifications, and GCP will alert you through email. Since we are the only users of this account we created, we are the users, the admins, the owners, we're everything for this account. Click Finish, and yeah, we are done. You can see that the budget alert has been created, and this will monitor your consumption in terms of costing and will alert you before any issue happens. You can see the budget alert is set for 4 threshold trigger values: 10%, 50%, 90%, and 100%. I think it's a pretty good way to monitor your expenses. Or is it too much micromanaging on your employees, like many managers do? Now, if you want to go to the home screen from where we started, click on the Google Cloud icon near the hamburger menu. Yeah, hamburger menu. Yeah, this is called a hamburger menu. I also learned it a couple of days back only. And you are back to the home screen. And if you're wondering how to go back to the billing, budgets and alerts page, click on the hamburger menu. GCP has pinned a lot of popular products on the left-hand side. Click on billing. Again, on the left menu, budgets and alerts, and there you go. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. There's a whole lot of exploration we have to do inside the GCP console, but we'll keep it for the upcoming videos. I wanted to give you guys a hang of this platform, which will be your playground for the next 90 days. And yeah, if you followed till here, good job, man. You've just taken the first step in GCP console hands-on. I'll leave you guys here, take a break, and catch me in the next video because things are getting real now.